Yo, check me out, I'm Elder B. It's back in my day Friday. Today we're finishing up Quest for Glory 1, or at least that's the plan. I can't imagine there's anything that I've missed to make that not happen. So we should be good. The intent is to finish this bad boy up tonight, and then transfer the character over as intended to Quest for Glory 2 for next week's Back in My Day Friday, and start a Quest for Glory 2 playthrough. Ironing out some USB power issues, so hopefully I don't lose a mouse or a keyboard right in the middle of a fight. Well, we'll see what happens. Tea of the evening is Perfect Peach. Without any further blabbing from me, let's get that sweet, sweet intro music going and play and finish Quest for Glory 1 VGA. Regardless of the version that you hear of that, it always brings back nostalgia. Even the remake of this one doesn't matter at all. So I've got it saved as final day. I don't think it's wishful thinking. We've got the note, some spoilers coming if you're unfamiliar. We've got the note from Bruno, so we should be going down to the archer range first thing to see them. We need to go to the healer to plus up on potions and such, so we're ready for the encounters to come. We do need to go to the castle because we did save the prince. We need that celebration to take place, and then we'll be ready to go to the brigand's fortress. So that's the very simple layout. I might do a little fighting because I haven't looked at stat sheet in a little bit, but I do think we're a little lacking on some things, especially magic. We'll do that when we get down here and make sure we don't get murdered by Bruno as he walks back from the archery range here. I really don't have time for this. I really don't. But we're here, so let's do this. Get some magic going right away. Thief taking down the old Ray with 100% magic. Gotta love it. Alright, they should be here. They are not here. I'm pretty sure stealth was at 100? Yeah, it was. Okay, weapon use is already up there. Magic's not bad. I mean, for a thief playthrough where we started at 5 points in that's not too shabby. Intelligence kinda sucks. Let's see. Take a look around real quick. I don't know why throwing went up. That makes no sense, but it's there. Dodge and parry kind of suck too, but realistically, I always kind of think about it and I think ahead. You know, the ones that we can plus up in 3 very easily are the strength, weapon use, a lot of the stuff really. A lot of the stats are no sweat to plus up as soon as you get into number 3. So we should be alright. It shouldn't be too concerning. Alright, yeah, I guess there's really no reason not to just go for this. I've decided... Really? We're gonna do this again? This is probably the one that'll kill me. I'm also out of... Oh, I don't have numlock off. There we go. I'm out of magic, so... The surefire hits are what we don't have currently. So don't get me wrong, I love the sound effects in this game, but I can't help but think that it's always like a dude taking a bite out of an apple every time the monster getting hit sound goes. Okay, yeah, I have the note. Oh, you can't actually read them, huh? I thought you could. I guess not. I have the note that's like, hey, meet me there. Meet me at the usual place ASAP or whatever it is. That's not what I wanted to do. What did I want to do? Yeah, it is what I wanted. Okay, we can do a snooze and just hit a magic potion. I'm pretty sure when you go to the castle, you like spend the night after your party and stuff. So let's just take stock in... Okay, so we have 307. Healing we need, mana we need, and we have no stamina. So we definitely need to like parse out as many potions as we can get here. You get a reward too though. So let's just hit the castle. Do we need to do climbing or anything like that? Yeah, okay. Let's climb until we get tired, just to plus that stat up. Intelligence, parry dodge. Weapon use is pretty good, but I intend to fight all the fights. I don't know if I had already blabbed about this part or not. I'm a thief that has magic. We defeated Erasmus in the Wizard's Maze? Mage's Maze? I've already forgot what he calls it. So we have Razzle Dazzle, so that'll set us up for 2. Plus we can do... I don't want to spoil it here, but we can go do the wizard stuff in 2 as a magic user. So I feel like we're decent. And 2, I don't remember a lot of fighting. I don't remember you getting into a lot of fights necessarily. It's more of like the exploration kind of story-driven one out of the 5 of them. I say that without ever having played 5. But you can stat up really easy and stuff in 3 as you prepare for the trials and whatnot. So I think we're sitting okay. I could go and fight a bunch more goblins and make sure all that stuff is up to date, or up to speed rather. I could even go back to Erasmus and do that a couple more times and help with intelligence, and realistically I probably should, but you know, we're playing for fun. It's kind of like any time in an RPG when you get to that point and you're like, do I want to keep leveling or do I want to just progress? And we had a good couple... I think the entire last session all I did was fight goblins and then end it with killing the kobold at the end of it. So we'll call it good. How are we doing on this even? Yeah, I was gonna say I think I'm too high a level for that to progress, so we're just gonna have to move on. But it's cool. It's not the best character sheet in the world. I never care about the score of the game. I know some people are like, oh, you gotta maximize the score. Like, we're gonna get a bunch of points here shortly. Yeah, we're wasting some stamina, that's okay. But, you know, what are you going to do? Play the game, have some fun. It's funny that weapon use, stealth, and vitality. Tell me what class I am with just looking at the sheet without any other knowledge on what's going on. But I think we're pretty well-rounded. You know, magic will come on the next one a little bit. I don't think you can practice that many places, but all good. All good. Yeah, we'll go to the castle. We'll have our celebration. We'll plus up on potions, you know, technically tomorrow when you wake up after the party and stuff. See if Bruno is there, and then we'll wrap it up. It's probably going to be a lot quicker session than planned with those few things. But anyway, I started blabbing about the character sheet because I was going to say we'll take all the fights where you could yell the password, where you could sneak past at the fortress. We're going to take all those just to help plus up the skills that much better. Our last ditch effort to increase the character sheet, if you will. Trumpet time. Bugle? Trumpet? I think my favorite part about that is they don't have swords, they don't have axes, like they're not protecting the king and queen at the castle. They're just here to blow trumpets in your face if somebody they want to show up is here. Sweet bow. The baronet. I just thought it was funny. Maybe this is an old English thing and I'm an ignorant American. Barnard always seemed like a funny name to me rather than Bernard. The foul spellcaster. I like how you've been killing monsters in the area for quite a while. Hey, nobody cares about that, but as soon as you save my son, come on into the castle. Let's celebrate you. I don't even remember what it was. I think it's like 50 silvers. I don't think it's anything like spectacular. It's like a potion's worth. Maybe I'm wrong. I have many questions. I think this is limited though. I think you only get so many asks and then they're like, okay, you've worn out your welcome. Why is that like the first thing you would ask to? Like, hey, what's up with this castle, bro? How'd you get this thing? I think that's funny too. She's placed a curse that he's gonna lose everything. So do you break the curse by bringing everything back to him, or do you have to do that to break the curse? I mean, it kind of seems like you've just been sitting here on your fat rump and waiting for somebody to come do this for you. Some kind of magic. If I remember right, it has nothing to do with what he's claiming it has to do. 10 years ago. Alas, poor Yorick. A little literary reference for you. Yeah, if you haven't met Zara, or technically Erasmus at this point, I guess you could stumble out upon that cave and fight the kobold and the ogre relatively early on. Okay, you guys didn't know where to find your daughter, and here's the prophecy right here. I think we know where she is. It's also slightly awkward that the music has stopped at this point. You got a lot of knowledge of these rumors without knowing what's what. Pretty sure. Okay, there's a couple more. I think you could just kind of have to walk out to trigger the celebration, if you will. My daughter went missing 10 years ago, and the leader of the brigands showed up and started changing things 10 years ago. Okay. Enough blabbing. I'm pretty sure you can like attack them and the guards will throw their spears at you and say, let's try it. Let's try it. Let's get an old uh-oh save in there. Can't you do, like you trying to... Maybe not? Am I thinking about 3? Give me a throwing dagger. Lame. Okay. Does it say tortured? I missed that. Just skimming through it. Brutally tortured. I mean, you can put your lockpick into your own nose and kill yourself, but it won't let you go through that. Ah, the restriction of choices. Okay, there we go. Your quarters. You probably sleep in the stable. A wonderful meal. Okay, back to being a peasant out on the streets. Then we had... Where is it? There we go. I think it was 307 in monies. 340 now. Am I mathing right? No, not even kinda. 240? What did we have a lot? No, I can't even remember what we had. Maybe it's 30 gold. It might be 50 gold for her. I don't remember. We'd have to go in the Adventurers Guild. I think it's funny too, the Sword Master only comes out like once when you're not a fighter, and he's like, you suck, get out of here. Okay, so with... because it's 17 gold, right? So we got 80 gold. I don't know how many potions we really need. I suppose at this point, what we're going to do too is one last time, we'll go check for Bruno. At this point, it doesn't really matter how much money we have, so we might as well sink it all into potions. Yeah, I really could have... Okay, we'll cheat-jar it up. That's how you know you're in a good way, when you can take that down that quick. Even with juking around and being silly. I don't think I've gotten a cheetar fight yet, actually. How'd we do on stats? That magic boost is from a much earlier fight. Parry and dodge. Yeah, I guess we can't really boost his strength a little bit, maybe agility, but... if these dudes are over here and they just heard that fight and they're like, oh, carry on with our secret meeting, never mind all that noise over there. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't remember, I wouldn't ever know, but having played this enough, I don't remember what is and isn't the trigger for that to happen. Can we get a flame off? Let's see if he chunked his health. It did chunk his health. Nice, nice. But I have no idea, you know, what trigger we either didn't meet or didn't wait long enough for. There's obviously something we missed for having them be at the archery range. So we technically don't have the troll password, but it doesn't matter. I intended to take the fight anyway. We do need to take potions to get us maxed out. It's really dumb not to make sure that stamina is full. I mean, it's going to be early morning, right? Day's dawning. Let's give an hour sleep. You just woke up. Time for a nap. Close enough. I mean, that's not super great to go into this, like, end fights not full up, but we will take a magic potion too, because I want to... that is not the potion yet you want to take. I do want to make sure we're full up on everything. I can't believe I just did that. Pick it up, please. Thank you. Don't right click and cycle through, because then stuff like this pops up. How about we grab the mana potion? That's almost as bad as when you click on the ground accidentally and you pour your potions out. Okay, we have, if I remember, 1 health, 1 mana. Let's go do some live maths. Good time for tea as you walk into a healer hut. I'm also going to fulfill the thief prophecy, if you will, and steal these here potions on the way out, because this will be the last time we talk to her. I think she'll buy these. If I remember right, you get like 1 silver for this stuff. 63, 183. You're quite a hero. How many of those do we have? Obviously we just sold 1. 8? Oh, 5 silver each. Okay, that's pretty awesome. About to get 4 gold here. And this again is what I remember from the original. You would just sit here and click the crap out of selling stuff to her, and you'd be like, okay, I have 8 Cheechar claws that should be 40, you know, 4 gold or 40 silver, and you'd like click immediately, click, 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 and then you'd go and look, and you'd have 0 Cheechar claws, and like half of it actually registered because it was like quicker. I don't know. Maybe there's like a delay you had to wait for. Not that we really care. We have plenty of cash. We had 63, 183, and 9 of them. So 45. Okay, yeah, all of them took. I don't remember. I constantly, every time I come see her, I've got to like go through how much everything is. So 60, 40, 20. We have, is that 850? Is that right? Yeah, gold is 10 silver. I mean, let's just do like 654 should be good. So if we do 553. Five, 5, 3, 2, 3, 480. Yeah, that's gonna do plenty good. Okay. I'm not going to count all these to you, but this is for my sake, so I'll mute myself while I continue counting. Now, did it all take? Halfway there. Kinda. It doesn't work. Throwing your money on the ground is not accomplishing what you thought it was going to. Can you imagine if you went to a store and that's what they told you when you bought their things? Like you know, you've given me some type of guarantee that this product is going to do what I want it to, and that's why I purchase it, but the clerk just goes, well, hope that helps. We have 538. It's kind of a waste to not just like absolutely splash the rest of this out. If we do 5 of these, we'll still have 200. And we're going to steal some. I mean, borrow long term with no intent of returning. Okay. I would like to have more healing, more stamina. We only have 178, so these are 60, so these are 40. So with 178, if we do 80, like 120, we'll still have 50 silver left. So let's do 2 more healing and 2 more stamina, because realistically, if we don't use magic, it's not a big deal. And this is way overkill at this point. Like, we have more potions than we need, but what are we going to do with the money? Not that we're going to die, although we might, but you literally can't take it with you into the next game. Okay. One last terrible check. 58, as discussed. 878, good place to be. I'm not going to sell her those. She gives you 1 silver. And granted, those aren't hard to get. You just go pick them, but, you know, it's like, oh, go sell stuff to the healer for 1 silver. Alright, we are going to be the last bit. It's not save scummy. That wasn't a thing back then, so it's just saving. So, you know, when someone's sneaking around your store, that's not mischievous looking at all. What's her pattern? She turns around after she stirs. I think you get like, okay, it's a good amount of time, but I think that's the only time, unless you could do it right there. But we'll do it after the stirring. Go! Yeah. Did we have 8? It was only healing potions. You get kicked out of the healers for the rest of the game for 2 healing potions. That's like 1 goblin fight. Ah, you sneaky, sneaky man. We can't go up in stealth, so there's literally no point in doing that except for ruining your reputation in town. Okay. I think we're ready. I think... Stat check. Stamina's full. Health is fine. Good enough anyway. Let's do this. Let's go push an Antwerp out of the way and slap a troll in the face. The other bummer part of this is we're probably going to get in at least 1 fight. At least 2 fights, I would imagine, on the way. Waste a bunch of potions, waste a bunch of stamina. I don't... It was last week when I was like, oh yeah, it's here. I remember stumbling through the forest and finding where the forest entrance was, or the fortress entrance through the forest. Yeah, and I knew this kind of stuff was going to happen. So potentially we're going to waste some potions and we can't go buy anymore, but here we are. What are you going to do? All we have to gain from that is, you know what? We're going to take it. I was going to say, all we have to gain from that is claws. We can carry 10 pounds. Let's take the claws. Just for hero's sake. Some of them have been damaged. What would you imagine? Probably 16 claws in total? Okay. The math checks out. Some damaged. 7 makes sense. Taking a Cheetor stab here. I'm pretty sure it's west and then south. I think that's the only option, because if you go east, you run into the snow, and if you go south, it's the hermit, so yeah, okay. Did we waste a bunch of stamina? They're fine. We're fine. Tis just a flesh wound. We're here much earlier. This always cracks me up because it's so loud compared to everything else in the game. Alright, I think we're out of saves, but yeah, we are. Okay. We'll replace that one. That'll be our going in here. We'll use our crappy lockpick. This is what I should have done the first time, and it still wasn't that hard to get it. But I'm pretty sure... plussed it up a little bit. Because here's where you'd yell the password that you would get that we did not acquire. So, here we go, troll man. The troll is upon you. Okay, this is not going as well as I thought it would. There we go. I was gonna say, I know I need to hit him in the waist, but if he steps, I don't think you can do that anymore, so we'll just kind of stab at him. There we go, we'll be fine. Slightly nervous to start, but the huge club on your skull won't be that bad. It was a little closer than I wanted it to be, though. Let's use literally all of our potions now. Health, stamina. Nom 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 nom. Invigorating. Okay, good to go. I don't want the drip 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 of water. Give me some goods. Did I literally take troll hair? Okay. I was like, I don't remember getting troll hair in your inventory. Alright, sneaky time. We're not gonna sneak, but we're gonna sneak, if that makes sense. Let's do a B save. The first look upon the fortress. Because if I remember, you can, like, cast Calm and maybe even throw a rock and do a bunch of other stuff. But we're going to attempt to be awesome and hit this shot right here. Yeah, let's do this. That is not what I intended to do. Don't know that spell. What spell is that? Okay, let's stop messing around with magic. You're gonna die. There we go. Stab. This dude, if I would have just fought him, is way easier than the troll, so it's pretty funny. Also, why are you giving me money at this point? I know you can go back to the village and do other stuff, but... Okay, just because it looks cool, we're going to keep sneaking around. And by cool, I don't mean creepy whatsoever. Okay, intelligence went up, so we're going to keep using some magic just to keep doing that. Health and magic. I don't think a magic potion, I don't think that brings it all the way up. No, we're going to have to use 2 at a time. I should have bought a lot more of those. Oh well. Oops. Stamina. One of those bad boys will do it though. Yeah, cool. I did not need I didn't need a stamina potion at all. It was definitely a health potion. Okay, good enough. Sneak on in there. Please ring the bell to come in. Oh no. Yeah, I think you can pick this lock and that'll help. Plus that skill up as well. Honestly, this should be huge for the skill, or it'll do nothing at all. Can we toolkit it? I know you can just climb it, but... Really? The whole time you're using the lockpick, it's like, it's cool, man, just keep trying, you got this. Just climb over. Get your fat booty over there. Okay. At least we're going to plus up 1 skill here. It's a good time for peach tea as you try and scramble your butt up there. Hey, there we go. Stop screaming in our ears too. Okay, now. I remember this being the false one, and if you look, first we're going to go into run. Because this is the poopy one, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So there's the trick one, you can look at that. And then obviously this one. I think... that's all you need, and as soon as you get over here, you're safe, but we'll see. Let's go! Or we'll fall right next to the bridge. That's a good spot. Quills run up your spine. Round 2. Oh, no way. Look, this is why you save in these games. I thought for sure I saved it after fighting Big Beastie Boy here. Yeah, why do they want the biggest guy with the largest weapon to do the guard duty? Did I hit him? Maybe. I'm not even sure if I hit him the first time. I can't believe you got a hit on me. I was trying to spam it like crazy, but... Alright, let's try this again. Wait a minute. Oh, well, I'll save it on the other side. I'm like, oh no. But I forgot I've got to climb it for 45 minutes first. Get those climbing skills up. Why do people save so much in adventure? 90s, not even. 80s, early 90s point and click adventure games. I didn't even get the T-sip in. Okay. What I should do is I should resave this after I give a couple clicks. Just so we can go from the running. Alright. Gonna have to do that after the save, but it's okay. Here we go! Okay. See, as many times as you play this game, it says cross here, and it's like, it's trickery, right? We'll try again. Let's go! Cross here was actually legit. I like too how you get over here, and these dudes are like, oh well. I guess I give up. I mean, you made it that far, so welcome into the fortress. This dude did. I vaguely remember this also. Okay, that one's barred. You gotta move the chair. So they see it and they know to come in this way. That's funny how you remember this stuff. As soon as I walked in here, no, okay. Oh man, I don't even remember that stuff. Now I don't remember what I was like, if I save it while I do this, that'll help me make this faster. Okay, 5th time's charm, let's go. You're such a hero. Okay. There's no reason for you to watch it or for me to do it 17 times. So, we're gonna come in. That's okay. Let's move our butts over here. We're gonna run just so it looks more heroic. They come through the same... Oh, that's what it is. Okay. You get either the Stooges... I don't remember if you can click just this, or if you had to jump on the table. Yeah, table first. Okay. Bap! So if they see you do it, they send the good guys, but if they don't, they send the old Stooges. Okay, now we have York. Pretty sure he just like tosses stuff at you, and a couple of these like fall, and you can pull chains and open doors and... I definitely don't remember that being like the straight up intro. Just like, hey, hopefully you can get us out of here. Okay. Yeah, I didn't remember that at all. That he's here like legitimately looking after her. Oh, Toro's our only friend. Toro's not with us anymore. So you've already told him you're here to save her, and he's like, "Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you're here." I always thought he kind of looked like elfy or vampire-y with his goofy teeth, but I'm here to save you. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're here, but also I'm not going to tell you how to get out of here. Yeah, he's not to spoil the ending, but I think he's okay. Yeah, it's definitely very indicative of what they were going for, isn't it? A sassy talking skull too. They didn't just make it talk. They made him they gave him a little personality. I didn't honestly know who he was talking about with the nickname there. Alas, poor Yorick. Can have a drinking game for how many times? Is this what I already? Sorty lordy. Okay, that's what I clicked. So we're at 3 different names for the sword master. I can't help. I don't know if you're familiar. He has a name though, right? When you actually, if you're a fighter and you fight him, doesn't he introduce himself as whatever his name is? Not Sorty Lordy? Okay. Enough shenanigans. Resave! Now I do remember when you fall, you can put the brakes on. We're gonna walk this time. Calm, cool, and collected. I know this was a little goofy to get in there, or was it the other one? I don't think you can get to the other one. There we go. Yeah, then this way. I don't know if... I feel like there's a reference to him when you talk to Keep On Laughing. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, since I always... Swordboard. I always play, every playthrough I've ever done, I do the exact same classes, and it's just, I've equated it to Skyrim. Like, you do, every time I play a Skyrim playthrough, I'm like, I swear I'm not going to do Stealth Archer. And it's the exact same way with Quest for Glory. I'm like, Quest for Glory 1, I'm going to play something different than Thief. 2, different than Wizard. 3, different than Fighter. 4, different than Paladin. I'm like, nope, every single time I do exactly the same playthrough. Sorty lordy. You know, I've played the original Heroes Quest, and I love the art style just because that's how 2 is, right? But for whatever reason, I've just always associated the VGA with the game. I don't know why that is. Like, this isn't the way I played it at first. What up, lady? No chatting. I think you can talk to her a little bit. I've heard that. That's like, I don't know how many playthroughs I had before I even knew that was a thing. I should probably give it a try. But I think I'll keep this this playthrough true to spirit, if you will. That's not accurate because here I am playing the VGA on this. I like to you get dispelled and you immediately are cool with what's been going on around you. Like, oh yeah, it's cool that I'm around all these treasures and the terrible things I've been doing, but my name's Elsa. You're welcome, Elsa. I'm glad you're going to teleport out of here and leave me in this fortress of brigands. Thanks for saving me. Here are 2 potions. Toodaloo. Okay, now is not the time to walk through. Mirror. Thank you. Potions. Treasure? Okay, run. Close the door. It's already been open. I don't want it open. Now here, though. So, I don't remember this. I'm pretty sure you can go to the castle and then it'll kick you out after the fact. But I've always gone and wrapped up everything and then it gets you to the castle. I'm pretty sure that's what we're gonna do. We'll do an uh-oh save. But I think you can go... Sure, why not? Let's get some more stats in. This probably won't increase anything. Let's just magic him up. Or stand there and get smacked. I'm like desperately romping on the number pad 5 to switch back to physical combat, and it's like, no man, you got more potions. You can cast stuff. But anyway, I feel like you can just keep doing... You can go to the castle, and it's like, cool, thanks for doing that, but also you didn't finish up, so we're gonna let you figure out the rest. Nope. Now's not the time for sneaking. Now's the time for sprinting. I think I need to go this way, though. One more goblin fight for the road. Let's cast some magic. Where's the closest? Bam! I'm not gonna be able to get this off. No, not quite. It's kind of a bummer because I don't go to the desert in 2 to fight. Not very much anyway. Oh god, I hope I have enough stamina for this. So, you know, like, the grinding to fight is really 1 and 3 to me. I don't really remember doing much of it at all in 2. Maybe I'll do that on the next playthrough and stat up a little bit more than I usually do. Because 2 doesn't feel very grindy at all if you don't actually go out and get into some encounters. When I saw them come out of the lineup there, I was honestly pretty grateful for that. I was like, oh good, we're not going to die of exhaustion right here at the end. Can't ever remember who's got money and who doesn't, so they all get searched. Yeah, you like that? Better hide. Okay, this doesn't matter, but I don't know. I don't even want to say for immersion's sake because that doesn't make sense in a game like this, but Doesn't make sense to be tired and lacking in magic before our last encounter. That is story driven, but it's cool. It's what we're doing. Okay, time to go in. The later game where he reappears kind of spoils it because I can hear his voice even though it's just text here. I guess that's the if you could go back and play these games again the first time around, I'd have a lot more saves for one. Totally non-related save. Thiefing! Let's get this in the old hot bar ready to go. There we go. I was gonna say, I don't remember if it was at you or at her. I just know there was a prompt that you'd done it correctly. Oh man, the score is so shy of it after I've already said, who cares about the score? What have you done to me? And then immediately tells you that she's aware of exactly what you did to her. I always thought it was funny because it's not feathers, it's like octopus tentacles hanging out of that. There we go. Cue the celebration. Or the Frozen game. One of the two. There we go. Look at all these crazy characters. Let's get some clip reactions. Imagine doing that in a game these days. That's awesome. Why is there always a Trekkie? Well, just like, you know, everybody's doing cool medieval stuff. Hey, I want to pull my own head off. Let's stop this before he talks again. I want to do a flat, what is it, rock on, or does he do a peace sign? I've already forgotten. That's how memorable that was. Yeah, let me do a peace sign and make a crazy face. Let me pull my hair out. He's like, I want to get beamed up. We don't actually care about the real characters. Ah, the coals. Because that's what, yeah, they don't care about Sorty Lordy. But like, let me eat a turkey leg. Let me do a belly dance. Let me be super chubby. There needs to be like a guitar riff that goes with that one. I know this was always one that was funny to find. But nobody, like none of the real characters in it are much to look at. But make sure you get the cast in here. The old Hermit. We get everybody? I think we did. Okay. Yeah, there's the you didn't kill my friend. You killed a bunch of other people, but the one that you shouldn't have killed, don't worry, he's just kind of hurt. Getting a little Omar foretelling here. I love that immediately after, you're like, you're a hero, here's a bunch of treasures, like, here's all this stuff that we got out of the fortress, everybody's rich and happy. Okay, let's leave. I don't want to stay here anymore. This place was cool when there was monsters attacking me in the wilderness, but now that I got what I wanted and everybody's free, this place sucks now. Let's go. I also feel like you shouldn't be the one in front. You don't know how to drive that thing. Yeah. Man, it's something about when you beat a game that's much better than just playing through an old one from the golden age. Everybody's golden age is different, I suppose, but definitely nostalgic for me. Definitely fun to play through. I don't think I've done a playthrough on even the first game. It's been well over 10 years, for sure. I'm going to give you a splash screen just in case, because I don't remember if this gives you any, path saving. Just in case I have some silliness named. Thank you for playing Quest for Glory 1, so you want to be a hero. We'll see you again soon. Yes, you will. Okay, we can give you that back, though, as we go through credits and whatnot. So earlier than planned, but we will cut tonight short. Beaten as promised. I know. Purists are going to say 29 points short. You didn't even actually play Quest for Glory. But we'll port this bad boy over. What I am going to do before next stream, next week, next Friday, is ensure, since this is this under DOSBox? Yeah, it is. To ensure that, because there is no A drive, you're not putting a floppy disk in, that it actually saved an actual save game that I can make sure to port over to 2 and all that stuff. I know that potentially gets a little wonky with the new, I don't want to say new age, that's not appropriate, but the DOSBox version, and make sure that 2 actually ports over to it. So I clicked nothing and that exited. What's happening? To make sure that 2 actually makes its way with the character we've got now. I'll have a cool new little splash screen for that. And yeah, we'll get into it. So thanks, my man, for popping in. I appreciate you sharing some lore with me that I did not remember whatsoever. It might be my overly infamiliarity with the original and knowing that Swordy Lordy is his name. I'm a big fan of that. Sword Boar's okay. Rapier Ruler, it's good, but I think Swordy Lordy is the best part of that. So thanks for popping in so much. Appreciate you finishing up this adventure with me. Hopefully I'll see you next week with number 2. If you happen to be seeing this at a later date, I'm Elder B. Take care.